Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hello, Miss Angela. It's great to see you, honey. I hope that you had a good weekend and that you're gearing up for the new year. I, of course, am getting excited for the new year because that means my birthday's right around the corner. Hello, Miss Mary. Welcome in. How are you tonight, sweetheart? I have been busy, busy, busy here in the craft room. I actually did start and finish a crochet project the other night. Actually started it Thursday night, Friday night, something like that, and finished it the next day. I made a Pikachu because when the kids were here for Christmas, I had them write down 3 different Pokemons that they would like to possibly receive sometime in the future. Just a little thing I have planned for their birthdays this year. I decided to get started on that list. So the first one that I made was Pikachu. It, I sewed his tail on wrong the first time, so I had to cut it off and sew it back on. But other than that little hiccup, it was a pretty decent little project. Now, there was quite a few editorial mistakes in the pattern and a couple mathematical mistakes, but nothing that I wasn't able to overcome and figure out what happened. I'm pretty sure that even the mathematical mistakes were actually mistakes in inputting information rather than the actual math of the situation. So overall, it was a decent pattern that definitely could use a little bit more tech editing. Hello, Miss Terry and Deborah. Welcome in. Hello, Miss Sally and Miss Jen. Welcome in. It's great to see you. So here is our little Pikachu. Now, I do have to add the whites to the eyes and the little triangle for the nose yet. But other than that, he is done. Now, the first time I sewed his tail on, I sewed this bit here to his bum. So it was upside down and backwards. But I didn't look at the pattern for that bit. I just did what I thought I was supposed to do. And then I realized what I did. And I'm like, uh-oh. But his little feet are very, very cute. And I love his puffy red cheeks. Now, I think instead of, if I make another one of these, instead of making his cheeks out of a crochet circle, I think I would probably also use felt there, as well as the eyes. Instead of doing a crocheted circle, I think I would probably use felt entirely for the eyes, just to make them a little thinner and not so bulky coming out of the head. But overall, I am very, very happy. And if you set him down appropriately, he does sit nicely on a desk. Hello, Granny D. Welcome in. And Miss Demetra. And see, I thought, yep, there she is. Miss D from D Creative Hands. Welcome in, sweetheart. It's wonderful to see you all tonight. I also finished the house. So all levels of the house are completed. I painted the little spider webs here and over here gold color because I thought that would be really cute. And then I did a pewter gray and black for the roof line. And I think I did a pretty good job because it's pretty hard to actually tell where the drawers are versus the roof itself. So I'm very, very happy with the outcome. Now, it's not exactly 100% perfect. I could have done a little bit better, but overall, I'm not mad. And while I was at the store today, I picked up a variety box of tea, which contains pure peppermint, pure chamomile honey, and vanilla, pomegranate and raspberry, and lemon and ginger tea. So this will be what goes in our tea slots for our prize house. Thank you, Miss Sally. I will get you wrote down in just a moment. I've also been making pot holders or hot pots or whatever you want to call them. Hello, Miss Lisa. Welcome in. And I've been doing those with the loom. I'm sure a lot of you probably did this in like art class in school. I know that's where I learned how to do it. So I've made quite a few of them. Nothing too fancy. Some of these will go into my kitchen, and some of these will go into the prize pack as far as winning something that I have made by that I've handmade. So we've got a pretty rainbow one, and we've got another rainbow one, but with yellow as the backdrop. And then we have different design, a different pattern on that one. So I think I have 11 or 12 of them so far, and I'm going to keep going until I run out of loops and then divvy them up. So we will have lots of different things that could be a possibility for winning, as far as, something that you can win out of the something handmade. So those are a lot of fun, and they do hold up rather lovely. I've had some in my kitchen that I've had for years now that still work very, very nice. Now you can't, take something directly out of the oven with one of these, but you can very easily transfer something from your stovetop to one of these. And I've never actually had it melt at all. So I use them all the time in the kitchen. Hello, Miss Maggie. It's wonderful to see you, sweetheart. Now I gotta find my pencil. It ran away. But we have this great big bag of loops yet. So what those are is just these loops. They get brought all the way across the one way. You put them all on, and then from this peg, this first peg here down to this peg here, you would weave it in and out either of the two or singularly. You can do it singularly or you can do it, every single band. And you just weave it in and out and hook it onto the bottom and do that all the way through until you get them all filled up. And then you just hook them all together all the way around, and it turns into a hot pot. Hello, Diane. How are you? All right, Miss Sally, I have you wrote down. Hmm. Any of you guys got big plans for the new year coming up? I'm all right. Doing pretty good. Thank you, Miss Diane. Yeah, I've been feeling pretty decent. I've been sleeping way more than normal, which is quite strange for me. I guess I'm waking up way more tired than when I went to sleep, when I actually do get to sleep. So I'm staying in bed a lot longer stretch of time than what I'm used to, which is not so great for my back. But you know. Hello, Miss Kane Kim. How are you? Babysitting fur babies. Oh, that sounds nice, Miss Lisa. Anytime with fur babies is wonderful time in my book. The king and I decided tonight that we are going to go out for an early dinner at one of our favorite restaurants. And after dinner, we are going to come back home and shoot a couple games of pool, maybe have a drink or two. Probably the king will. I probably won't. The idea of having a drink always is much more appealing to me than actually having the drink. So I don't do it very often. And usually, if I do, for me to actually enjoy having a drink, I've got to have some music and be able to dance and have fun. I can't just sit around and look at the TV and drink or sit around a table and drink. Not it's just not my thing. I'd rather just have a cup of coffee then. Mhm. That could be Miss Karen. Maybe the dark and quiet. Diane says a quiet night for her and her son. Yeah, right. Miss Terry, a mini hibernation. Now I did set tonight's live for subscribers only, so hopefully we won't have any of the nasty trolls come in. If anyone does happen to come in that isn't able to chat with us and they had good intentions, please do subscribe. And by the next time we do a live, you'll be able to chat with us. And I do apologize for any inconvenience if that does happen to you, but I do that for the sanity of myself and the people that come to watch. So I hope that anybody that gets stuck in that circumstance can understand. All right, coffee, a movie, and a nice squishy blanket. That sounds wonderful. We just finished for the second time watching the True Blood series. Neither one of us could remember anything that happened in the last season. So um, we finished that up yesterday. So I'm sure we'll be picking out another series to be uh, binging here pretty soon. That is a great idea, Miss Deborah. Staying off the crazy roads. Yes, people do get a little nuts, and especially when they think that they've had it, not enough where they can be affected by it and still drive. To me, if you've had one, you've had too many to be out on the road. But I'm a little more sensitive to that, having lost an aunt to a drunk driver. I think a little more stringent on that rule than some people are. Hello, Miss Denise. Welcome in. Gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Miss D. Let me see. Who did they go to? Can't see them on that side. Let's see. Janice Urfer, Noelle, Miss Crystal, Mandy Longbine, and is that Nana Michelle? Awesome. Congratulations and welcome to the club, my friends. And holy buckets, I definitely need some new glasses because that print's getting a bit hard to see. Hello, Miss Lydia. Welcome in, sweetheart. Oi, those things are filthy. And no wonder I can't see nothing. I swear every time I look at my glasses, they're just as filthy as the last time I cleaned them. Hello, Chris. Welcome in, sweetheart. It's great to see you. I also got a couple more rows done on my shawl. I finally caked up the last cake of yarn, so hopefully in the next week or two that project will be completed. And I've got possibly 8 more Pokemon to make if I can find the pattern for all of them. Of course, the oldest niece was the one I gave instructions to first. And I told her, go through these books and pick out the ones you like. All 3 of the Pokemon she picked out, none of them were in my book. So I guess she has a lot of faith in Tia that I'll be able to do it anyways. And then the youngest one, the middle one, my nephew, he liked it. He wants Pikachu, Charmander, and one called Toxicity. That's one of them that I had to go looking for. I was able to find it, thankfully. And the little one, she wants Squirtle, Eevee, and Pikachu. So 2 of the 3 wanted Pikachu. Little stinkers. A crochet boxing glove pattern for toddlers. That would be a fun one right there. Thank you, Miss Denise. I got my nephew a hover ball for Christmas this year. He's really into soccer. And so I got him this hover disc that looks like a soccer ball on the top, so that he could practice his moves in the house without mommy having to worry about a ball going flying up in the air and something, going through a window or getting, knocked off of walls and stuff like that. So hopefully he'll be able to utilize that little hover thing and be the best little soccer player on the team next year. Ah, there we go. I will have to look up which ones are which, because this is what we got right now. This is the one I've made so far. It only took me a little over one night to finish this one up. Now I did 4 weight yarn and a 3.25 millimeter hook. So these stitches are tight and my fingers were sore. But see, it wasn't too bad. And the pattern did say to have one ear go like all crazy cattywampus and one ear to kind of stand up and do its thing. I always thought Pikachu was a little more plump, though. I didn't think that Pikachu was quite so skinny, but it was a fun pattern to do. It's too icy up there to go anywhere, Maggie. Will you stay home and stay safe, honey? Yes, I did finish painting the Advent house. I can show you that in just a minute. Hey, Mel, how you doing, sweetheart? Love you too, sweetie. I hope to see you tomorrow night. Oh, ooh. There she is. All done. The drawers are missing are because they have already been pulled for this month. Now, after this live, I will reset the house, meaning I will pull the tags out and put them all in different places, even though none of us know where they're at now. But that way, not just the ones that have been pulled already will be changed. The whole house will be reset to start our month of January. We will have an extra live in January, so that will be one extra possible live to add to our prize fund. And the reason that we're going to have an extra live this next month is because my birthday is on the 11th. That happens to land on a Sunday this year. So we will have a live on the 11th of Sunday. Sunday the 11th, we will also have a live on Monday the 12th to do our regular live. So hopefully, if things work out right, I'm planning to have an extra special guest join me on my birthday live. I don't want to give it away yet, but it's someone very, very, very close to me, and she would be making her YouTube debut. By joining me that night. So hopefully everything will work out and she will get to come and hang out with me and show you guys all the amazing things that she makes. I am planning to have at least 2 giveaways that are from me. I don't know as if I will have any other giveaways. I haven't had anyone sponsor any giveaways or anything like that yet. Not asking for it, just telling you what my plans are as of right now. Um, but if other people do want to donate prizes and stuff, of course, we will have more than that. But I do plan on doing a month-long scavenger hunt type prize hunt as well. So people that don't join lives will be able to have a chance at getting a prize from the birthday fun as well. Oreo Mouse, welcome in. It's nice to see you. That is a very interesting name. I believe your membership came from the wonderful D, Miss Mandy, and thank you for coming in tonight. Oh, that would be very sweet of you, Diane. Could you please email me, sweetheart? That way I'll have it somewhere so I can have everything in one place. Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Diane. Yeah, that is a really super cute name, Oreo Mouse. I made a bunch of mice for my father because he has a grandfather clock. So I made him a bunch of little mice, and then I made him a wedge of cheese. And in that wedge of cheese, I put a little, well, on the outside of it, obviously. On the one side, I put the mouse's head sticking out of the wedge of cheese. And then on the other side, I put his little tail sticking out. It was uber cute. And he placed them all over his grandfather clock because, of course, the rhyme, hickory dickory dock. I guess I'm just irresistible. Thank you for whoever whacked that idiot. Hmm. Hello, Miss Joe. Welcome in, sweetheart. And thank you very much, Mel. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. Sorry, it always throws me off. But I guess I have finally made it to the big time. I now get trolled on a weekly basis. Look at me go. Yay. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Yep, yep. I'm getting trolled every week now. I must be officially a famous YouTuber. Look at me go. Oh, and Miss Wanda, when you watch this, because I know if you're not here currently, you will watch the replay. I finally used one of my minis from the Lion Brand things that you gave me. The little itty bitties. That's actually was the perfect color for Pikachu's tail. So I was able to go through it. I didn't have a full skein of yarn that was this rusty brownish gold color. And Miss Wanda sent me a bunch of packs with these little tiny little balls inside. And I think there was 8 little balls, each that had a different color in each pack. And this little one came in absolutely perfect for an amigurumi. So that was wonderful. Yes, they're very, very tiny, but they're so cute. Another yarn. Welcome in. And Miss Cindy, it's wonderful to see you, sweetheart. So we are making progress on let me back up, the virus shawl. We got that to go. And then that can go off to a friend. Thank you, James, and welcome in, sweetheart. Uh-oh. Throwing things on the floor. All right, and the word party is just going to be our freebie into the live giveaway for the night. We are going to choose 5 people to go into the giveaway. So if you would like to be considered in this month's giveaway, please do enter the word party. And thank you very, very much, Miss Demetra. And Happy New Year to you as well. I hope all of you have a wonderfully happy new year, and the new year brings you all the wonderful things that can be offered. I'm hoping for a healthy year that we can be able to do a little bit of camping and get back to a little bit of normal life again. That would be wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. And obviously, we're hoping the king will finish his schooling off here very soon, and his training at work will go very smoothly. It is, Chris, and we just got a camper for the motorcycle, so I'm hoping that we get to go out and do some camping with the motorcycle and see some sights. And there's a whole bunch of waterfalls to see here in South Carolina and in North Carolina, not to mention what's in Tennessee and Kentucky and all that. So I'm hoping that we get to go out and see some of those waterfalls this year, and we get to maybe ride the tail of the dragon and enjoy the beautiful scenic roads and uh, everything that South Carolina and our surrounding area has to offer. We might even make it to Florida this year. Who knows? That would be amazing. Seen someone sneak in. Sam's Yarn Basket, welcome in. We actually went out on the motorcycle last week, and I had my hoodie. I don't know, I thought it was right behind me. I had my hoodie on, my zip up hoodie, but I actually didn't even necessarily need it. Um, it was quite nice out. It's actually been quite nice out here lately. Hello, Peregrine Falcon. Welcome in. As a matter of fact, we didn't even have to have the heat going for a couple, 2, 3 days and nights consistently. Last night we lit it up for a little while, and I let it go out today because it was quite nice outside. So no need to burn up all the wood if there's no need to burn it all up. Darn cold there tonight, huh? Yeah, it's getting there tonight. I'll probably end up having to light the heater before I go to bed, but having to light it, right before I go to bed really isn't a big, so bad, because by the time I get up, it's out and I'm good for the day. Oh, there we go for the ads. We got 27 in the house. That is awesome. We got 23 eligible in the list already. So put the party in one last time and we will start this draw. Wrong spot. There we go. All right. So we're going to draw 5 names. Miss Terry. Congratulations. Mr. Chris, congratulations. Another yarn. Congratulations. I think it's that Shannon. I'm sorry, honey. I am awful with names. Miss Mel, congratulations. And last but not least, Miss Maggie. Congratulations, Miss Maggie. Okay, there we go. And just for the fun of it, I am going to choose one more number out of the house. The way I'm going to do that is the first person or the first number that I see that you guys put in the chat between 1 and 31 that is still left in the house, that is the number I will choose. So go ahead and type in a number one between 1 and 31. The first I'll see is the door I will choose. Mel says number 17. Okay. There we go. Well, that's boring. We're not going to choose that one. That was stitch markers. We already got stitch markers. So we're going to go with number 11. There we go. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. Oh, look at that. That's much better. That's much better. So what we got is a queen make. So I will let you guys choose. You have to choose pot holder or something painted, because that's what we have right now. The that I have available to grab right now. So we'll kind of tally it up and see which one. Or you know what? I can do a poll. Here, let me see on the YouTube side. I can do a poll. There we go. Just ignore the yes or the no and either click on pot holder or painted board. And the one that gets the most will be what we choose to go into the prize pack. If it's something that is painted, one of the objects will go in. If it is the pot holders, I will put in two. So you'll have a little pair. Oh my goodness, Miss Sandy. It is so wonderful to see you, sweetheart. Miss Left is right. Oh, it's been forever and ever and ever. I actually was just thinking about you not too long ago because I was making another Kraken hat. And every time I look at that pattern, of course, I think of you in that first Kraken hat I made and sent over that way. I hope that Miss Octavia has calmed herself down now that she's gotten a mite older and that you're doing well. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like the painted board is going to win. Okay. So that's good. That's good. Hello, Miss Dawn. It's welcome in, honey. It's great to see you. I'm always around for sure. But I stay pretty quiet and to myself most of the time. Usually when I pop into a live anymore, I say hello and go into lurking mode. Sometimes I don't even say hello anymore, to be honest. But life gets so busy. Okay, so let's see. We will go. There we go. We're going to think nice spring thoughts, and we're going to go with the springtime gnome of eating some watermelon uh, to add in to our prize pack for the month. Oh, she dried out from your cruise. Well, that's good. I hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving cruise. Yeah, this was a lot of fun to paint. I was having fun with it. So, so just to go over it, it's not a huge, it's not a D Creative Hands prize pack, that's for sure, but I do the best that I can. So we have our gnome. We have some fun witchy spooky stickers. We have a handful of stitch markers. We won some tea, not the whole pack. I'm going to just choose a couple flavors out of there. And then we have some lovely yarn to go along with our tea. So that is our prize pack that will be drawn on our next live. I will get our house reset and ready for the new year and the new month. I said, look forward to the birthday party. I think the birthday party will be a little bit earlier, probably do that around 6:30, maybe 7 o'clock, somewhere around there. I still have to talk to the king on whether we're going out to dinner that night or not. So I can make sure that I'm back here in time to party down with you guys. See what else is there going on. Well, we're going to start. Member only giveaways are starting up here in January. So look out, if you're a member, look out for that video, as well as we will, of course, have the cauldron winner done by random video, random comment picker. So we have all kinds of fun ways to win and have fun here on the channel in this new year. Hopefully you guys will be able to participate in all of it, but if you can't, I completely understand. Child's pattern. Ooh. Well, pretty soon it'll start feeling like spring here in South Carolina. Usually about Yeah, February, March, April. Usually right around February it starts getting nice where flowers start blooming and stuff like that. But sometimes it's not until March. But I am ready for warm weather. I never ever liked the cold weather. That's why I moved down here so I could escape all that. Cucumber makes a difference. Ooh, I love cucumbers. Looking for a child's better pattern. Oh, beret pattern. Oh, okay. Ooh, that would be cute. A little kid's beret. Your azaleas are blooming already? No, I would absolutely believe that. They're crazy. If they get a couple nice days, they'll just go nuts. Trying to finish a pair of socks. Oh, opal yarn. I bet that's very, very pretty. -4 degrees Fahrenheit with the wind chill. Ooh, yucky, yucky. Just thinking about that makes my bones cold. Mm, give me the whoo. I want to get a few more colors of azaleas. I have one shade of pink right now. I would like to get the white and the lighter shade of pink. I would also like to get the red azaleas and, you know, have all the pretty colors. The only problem with having azaleas is if I want to have goats, I have to make sure 100% that the goats can't get near the azaleas because they can be very harmful to the goats. So definitely have to make sure that they stay apart. Oh, sleet and rain. Yucky, yucky. I'm sure, Jen. I'm sure. I'd be thankful for a heated blanket as well. My heating pad went out on me last night, so now I have to get a new one because I sleep on a heating pad every night for my back. It's in the 80s. Yeah. Yeah, it's been like that here too. Yeah, I love goats too, Lisa. They're wonderful little critters. McKay and I were just talking about that the other day. We went outside and said it's just way too quiet out there without the goats hollering for mama every time I go outside. That is awesome, Deborah. I love being able to do that with plants, just take a sprig of a plant from over here and make a new plant over there. That is so awesome. Oh, the Nubians are very pretty. Oh, horses are wonderful too. I've never owned horses, but I've had friends with horses, so I've gotten to spend time around them. They're amazing animals. In Nevada, one lady got the flowers in the Dollar Tree fake stuck in the snow for something. Right. Yeah, I should do that, Chris. I should just order it for pickup and go and grab it tomorrow. Take good care, Mel. I'll see you tomorrow night, sweetheart. Get some rest. Yeah, the miniature goats are just adorable. Tyrion was a Newfoundland dwarf. And to me, he was about the perfect size goat. Although I do like the ones that are really miniature, like the tiny little fainting goats. I think they're just adorable. And since I have no plans on eating them, I just want goats because they're cute and they make me happy. I think I might get a couple in the spring. Either I might get one goat and one sheep or two goats. I haven't decided yet. I kind of want to have a sheep so that I could get the fiber from it, but then I have to learn a whole new thing like how to shear a sheep, which I'm sure I can do. Um, it's just, that's one more thing on my list of things that I have to get done. And I'm trying to, make that list a little smaller at the moment. Oh no. The goat ate the interior of the car. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, we when we take the goat in the car, we always put it in a crate because that's what I would be afraid the goat would eat everything in there, or we would have to stop too fast or something, and the goat would fall down and get hurt. So, yeah. But every time we've picked up a piggy, I've just held it all the way home. Even when we had like a 2.5, 3 hour ride, I just hold on to him and snuggle him the whole way home. By the time we get home, we're usually best friends. I'd like to get another piggy as well. I still want a female pig. Yeah, we have a friend that can come over and help out, take care of things. Although I think our dogs would really enjoy if we got a sidecar because they very much enjoy riding the motorcycle with us. Miss Coco, my slightly older of the two, the mommy dog, every time we go out into the game room, the two-car garage, uh, and we monkey around with the motorcycle, she jumps up on us and is like, "Come on, let's go! Come on, let's go!" And if he happens to sit on the motorcycle and start it up, she'll go over and like try to climb his leg to get on the motorcycle because she wants to go for a ride. She's just crazy about it. She loves going out on the bike. Yeah, we actually bought Coco a pair of goggles, and I did have to alter them a bit so they would fit her because the smallest dog that they had goggles for was like a probably what do you call it, golden retriever type dog. So I had to tighten them up so they would stay on her head. But yes, she wears little motorcycle goggles, and they're even, sun goggles to make sure that her eyes are protected from the sun while she's out there with us. And yeah, she's spoiled rotten. Absolutely spoiled rotten. Both of them are really. Yeah. But, I don't have kids at home to spoil like that. So gotta spoil the puppies. Or like my sister and her family were here for Christmas, and we all went out, and my sister wanted to see Tiny. So we went out by him, and her husband was like, "Well, he's big now. Are you going to eat him?" I'm like, no. He couldn't get it. He didn't understand how come I had this full grown pig and I wasn't going to eat him. Like, that's my baby. He does tricks and everything. I think so. I think so, Deborah. If I could get her on video on the motorcycle, I think she would steal the whole channel. Right? I can't eat Tiny Pig. No way. That's my baby. He even plays fetch with me. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Welcome in, sweetheart. It's great to see you. I'll have to see how much of what he was doing the other day I got on video because he was being hysterical out there. So I turned the camera on, but I'm not sure how much of it I actually caught and that. But I'll look through it and see how much is usable, and I'll see if I can at least make a short to put that up. Good night, Miss Lisa. Happy New Year. I hope the new year brings you all the best things, sweetheart. All right, Miss Kim. Good night. It's good. It's great to see you tonight. I hope that you have a happy new year. I'm gonna be getting out of here in probably about 5 minutes myself. Getting to be about that time of night where I need to pick a project for the night. I might do a couple more pot holders and then maybe start another Pokemon. I already made a Squirtle and a Charmander before, so I might make either one of those tonight. I was hoping they would pick some of the ones I hadn't made yet, so that I could say that I could justify having bought all the patterns because I've made more of made more of them. But they ended up picking quite a few that I had already made, but that's okay. That's all right. They're still fun to make, whether I've made that one before or not. The only problem with like this one here was the first round on the ears was only 3 stitches. So making that circle, oh, my fingers were so sore. I was happy I only had to do it twice. I'm not sure if I'll make the balls again. I might, just because they were fun to make. I might end up making some of those and maybe doing a giveaway with some of them too. Or instead of putting fluff in them, I might put some beads in them and turn them into hacky sacks because I think that would be a big hit. Oh, that sounds nice, Miss Deborah. Cinch up the rib beanie and add a button for the pom pom. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Miss Jen or Jennifer, I should say. This is actually one of those. It's a sweater dress, so it goes all the way down to just about my knees. I always wear a pair of pants with it or like a pair of leggings or something just because I don't really like my legs so much. But it's quite comfortable. And I've had it for years now. It still looks nice. I wish it wasn't quite so tight up top, but you know, the colors look good on me. Not even though it's not colors that I generally gravitate to, I do know that I look good in browns and greens and stuff like that. I learned that when I made that. I made two different green skirts just out of some fabric that I had gotten out of a like a bargain bin, and they turned out looking really, really nice on me. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to head on out of here. I will see you next Monday for sure. By then, the new year will be upon us. So, hopefully, it all goes well for you and we can meet up and have some more fun. I'm looking forward to celebrating another birthday with you guys. It always makes me feel amazing to spend time with my friends on my birthday. So please do plan to show up for that because it would mean the world to me. And if you know anybody else that doesn't know about me yet, let them know to come on over and spend some time over here, because the more the merrier. We would like to keep growing. Well, actually start growing again. We haven't really done that in a couple years. But that's the goal. We're going to keep on pushing and trying to do better every year. All right. Until next time. Bye for now, my friends.